This is R.D. Sharma Solutions, Class 10 Maths, Chapter 13, Exercise 13.1, Probability. The probability that it will rain tomorrow is 0.85. What is the probability that it will not rain? So something happening and something not happening. If you add them, it is going to be 1. So the probability of an event, that is probability that it will rain, is 0.85, and the probability that it will not rain will be PE bar. We just put a bar here. This is probability of an event and this is probability of not an event, means that event is not happening, non-occurrence of that event. So when we add, that is the sum of the probability of occurrence of an event and probability of non-occurrence. If you add these two, it is going to be 1. This is what? 0.85. This is not known. This is 1. Bring it here. 1 minus 0.85 is 0.15. So the probability that it is not going to rain is 0.15. A die is thrown. Find the probability of getting these. So a die, that is, you have a cube. So it has 6 faces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like dots are there. So a prime number, probability of getting a prime number. So the die can produce 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 outputs. So the number of outputs or number of cases or number of events, number of possibilities are 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A prime number, how many prime number are there? 2, 3 and 5. So there are 3 prime numbers. So 3 by 6 is the probability of finding a prime number. 2 or 4. So 2, probability of getting a 2 is 1 and total is 6. Probability of getting 4 is 1 because 1 among 6 and total is 6. So 1 by 6 plus 1 by 6 is 2 by 6. This is going to be 1 by 2. This is going to be 1 by 3. A multiple of 2 or 3. So multiple of 2 is 2. Multiple of 3 is 3. Multiple of 2 is 4. And multiple of 3 is 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 possibilities are there. So 4 is the favorable cases of getting 2 and 3. Multiple of getting 2 and 3. And this total is 6. So you get 2 by 3. An even prime number. So there is only one. That is 2. 2 is an even prime number. So the possibility or the favorable cases are only 1 and the total are 6. So 1 by 6. A number greater than 5. So number greater than 5 is only 6. So again the probability of getting a number higher than 5 is 1 and the total is 6. So 1 by 6. Number lying between 2 and 6. So number lying between. So 2 and 6 are not included. So 3, 4, 5. These lie between 2 and 6. So these are how many? 1, 2, 3. 3 numbers. And total, the 3 are the favorable cases and total number of cases are 6. So 3 by 6. Again it is 1 by 2. This is the way you are going to solve it using whenever you are doing it for assignment or examination. This is how you have to do. The concept I told you just now. 3 coins are tossed together. Find the probability of getting exactly 2 heads. At most 2 heads, at least 1 head and 1 tail and no tails. Here I'll make the formations first. 3 are there. So H, T, H, T, H, T, H, T. Head, tail. Okay. A coin can give you head or tail. So I have to make 3 rows. 1, 2 and 3. This is because one can be, I'll just show you. So this is head, head, tail, tail, head, head, tail, tail. And then this one is head, 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 head 4 times now. And tail, 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 tail. So these are the all possible cases here. That means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 is our sample space or 8 is our total number of possibilities. This comes from here also. 3 coins are there. So a coin can be head or tail. So 2 possibilities are there. So you can just take 2 to the power 3. 3 coins and 2 possibilities. This will also give you 8. Now exactly two heads. Exactly two heads. This one, 1, 2, 3, 1 to 3. Only 3 possibilities are there. So exactly two heads. You have how many possibilities? 1, 2, 3. So 3 is the favorable cases, and how many cases are the possibility? Means total cases, total number of events are 8. So 3 by 8. At most two heads. At most two heads. So at most two heads. Let me show you. At most two heads can be this one. That is only this you don't take. At most two heads. This one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. Why? Because we are taking this two heads. Oh, at least I'm just changing it. Okay, it's at least two heads. So I'm just changing it. Now let us again revisit it with this question. At least two heads. So this one is two heads. This is two heads. This is two heads. But at least, that means this will also count. HHH. It has at least two heads. So 4 are the possibilities favorable and 6 are the total cases. So you get 4 by 6 here. 4 by 8 here. I'm so sorry. 8. This 8 comes here. 4 by 8, that is 1 by 2. Now at least one head and one tail. So at least one head and one tail. So at least one head and one tail. So this will count because this has one head and one tail. This also has one head, one tail. This doesn't have. Oh, this is HH, TT, and this is HHHH. TT. Okay. So at least one head and one tail. 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 One head and one tail. One head and one tail. And this has no. At least one head and one tail. So how many possibilities did we get? At least one head and one tail. So one head, one tail, one head, one tail, one head, one tail, one head, one tail. So here also we got 6 of these. Only this one and this one we are not including. So 6 is the total favorable cases and 8 is the total number of cases. That is, this is the number of favorable events and these are the total number of events. So 6 by 8 will be the answer. So 3 by 4 for this one. No tails. No tails. That is, everything except this will have at least one tail. So no tails means we are only talking about head. So what do you get? 1 is the total number of favorable events and 8 is the total number of events. So 1 by 8 you get. This is the answer. A and B throw a pair of die. If A throws 9, find B's chance of throwing a higher number. So A and B throw a pair of dice. A throws 9. Here first we have to make the total formation. That is, if A throws 1, B can throw 1. If A throws 1, B can throw 2. So 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5, 1, 6 is the combination. Again, if A throws 2, B can throw 1. If A is throwing 2, B can throw 2. So 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5, 2, 6, like this. Now if A throws 6, again 6 combination can be there. B can throw 1, 6, 2, 6, 3, 6, 4, 6, 5 and 6, 6. So in all total, these are the total sample space. Possible events are, one die will give 6 possibilities, other will give 6 possibilities. So 6 into 6, that is 36 is the total possibilities. Now if A throws 9, find B chances of throwing a number higher. So if A is throwing a 9, what is the probability that the other, that is B, is throwing a higher number? So we have to see that it has to be, the number has to be higher than 9. Okay. So higher than 9 means we are talking about this one, these two and these 3. See, 6, 3 is 9, 5, 4, 9, 9, 9. These are 10, 10, 10, 11, 11 and 12. So these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 are the favorable cases, 36 are the total number of cases. So 6 by 36, that is 1 by 6 is the answer. 2 unbiased die are thrown. Find the probability that the total number of die on the numbers on the die is greater than 10. So again, let me show you that these are, as I just explained you. So these A and B, that is 2 die, 1 or 2 you can say, will give all these combinations. That is 36 combination will be there. But in this row, in this I'm just making a row diagonally. So 6, 6 is 12. 6, 5 and 5, 6 is what? It is 11. And this is 6, 4 5 5 and 4 6, that is, this is 10. So we want the number higher than 10, so only this will come. How many are these? 1 2 3. Only 3 are the favorable cases, and all these are 36 are the total number of events. So 36 are total number of events, and number of favorable events are 3. This is going to give you 1 by 12. A card is drawn at a random from a pack of 52 cards. Find the probability that the card drawn is. So before we go ahead, let me tell you about the cards. What are cards? How do we do it? So we have 52 cards in all. In these 52 cards, 26 are black and 26 are red. In this 26, this black, we have 2 suits. S-U-I-T-S, suites. Okay. 13 cards it has. This has 13 cards, this has 13 cards. This suite is called spade, club, ace, hearts. So spade, club, ace, hearts, like this you see. You name them. All these different, that is this one, this one, this one. So 4 suites are there. All of them have number from 1 to 10. And there are 3 face cards. 3 face cards are Jack, Queen and King. Face cards means in which the cards, the face of people will be shown, like Jack, Queen, King, just like emperors, etc. Like, so all this is 10 and plus 3. 10 plus 3 is 13. 1 plus 10, and this all will have these one. So when we have, say, Queen, so if it is of, say, hearts, so we say Queen of Hearts. 1 queen will be here. So all this will have 1 to 10 J, Q, K. All this will have 1 to 10 J, Q, K. This will also have 1 to 10 card and J, Q, K. So if you say King, so King of Spade, King of Heart, King of Clubs, like this you say, right? So now let us go to the questions. Now you need a black king. First of all, you need to understand that there are 52 cards. So always the denominator, we will, in this question especially, we have denominator as 52. These are the total number of possible events. So all the possible events, because there are 52 cards, so 52 possibilities are there. So 52 is the denominator. Now we'll put all these things in the numerator. That is a black king. So how many blacks are there? 26. How many kings are there? 1, 2. 1 from here, 1 from here. So KK, 2 kings. This will be 2 by 52. I hope you got the idea. Only 2 black kings are there, divided by 52. Either a black card or a king. Either a black card or a king. So you have a black card. How many black cards are there? It is 26 black cards are there. Or a king. So possibility of getting a king is 1, 2, 3, 4. But you have already taken 2 kings from here. See, in 26, 2 kings are already there. When you are talking about king, so if you take 4 kings, because in all 4 kings are there, you already taken 2 from here. So you will take only these 2. So 26 plus 2, that is 28. 28 is the favorable cases and 52 is the denominator. That is the total number of cases. Black and a king. Black and a king. Black and a king. So we already a black card or a king. So this was already there. Now black. Here the third one shows that it has to be a black and a king. So how many blacks are there? 26. How many kings in black? 2. So 2 is the favorable case. Only 2 kings are black and 52 is our total number of cases. This is the probability. A jack, queen or king. So we have how many? 3 here, 3 here, 3 here, 3 here. So 3 into 4, that is 12. Jack, king, queen and king. So 12 is the favorable cases and 52 is the total number of cases. Neither a heart nor a king. Neither. So it shouldn't be a heart, shouldn't be a king. For that, what we will do? Neither a heart, neither a nor a king. So there are two possibilities, right? What we can do here is, see, first of all, neither a heart nor a king means how many hearts are there? How many hearts are there? It's first of all, let me tell you that total number of heart is 13. It should not be a king also. So heart and total number of king. That is, we have already taken one heart is 13, one sweet. King are how many? 1, 2, 3, 4. But we have already taken one. So it will be 3. One already been taken. So 3 from other sweets. It will be 26. 16. Now this 16 is heart and king. So neither heart or king means you have to subtract it from 52. So neither this was heart or a king, and if when you want neither, you have to subtract it from the total number. So 52 minus 16 will be neither heart nor a king. So now we have 36 as the favorable case and 52 is the your total number of cases. So it will be 9 by 30. Spade or an ace. Spade or an ace. How many spades are there? It will be 13. Ace, for all the suits you will have 4 aces. Aces is the number 1 actually. 4 aces. But this suite, if you say a spade has 13 cards, you have already taken one of them. You are already included. So only 3 will remain. So 13 plus 3 is the spade or an ace divided by 26. 13 plus 3 is 16. 16 by 52. This 16 by 52 is a 4 by 13. This is spade or an ace. How about neither an ace nor a king? Neither an ace nor a king. So the same thing we'll do. First we'll take the aces. How many aces are there? 4 from each suite. Nor a king. How many kings are there? 4. These are 8, ace and king. But if we want to find neither, so we have to subtract it from 52 cards. That will be 44. Now 44 is our favorable case and 52 is the total number of events. 44 by 52, that is 11 by 13 is the answer. The 7 of clubs. We'll see the 7 of clubs. How many 7 of clubs are there? It's only because clubs has 13 cards. And as I said, every suite has 1 to 10 number. So only 1 7 will be there. But means 1 card will be there of clubs. So 1 is the favorable case. 52 is the total number of cases. So 1 by 52 is the answer of this one. We'll revisit again because it is coming again. See, 7 of a clubs. The total number of 7 of a club is 1. So it will be 1 by 52. This way already, I just revisited it again. Next is a 10. So every suite has a 10. Means all 13 cards will have 10. So we have 4 cards which has 10 on it. And 52 is the total number of cases. This is favorable. 4 by 52, 1 by 13 is the answer. A spade. How many spades are there? 13 spades are there. So 13 by 52 is the answer. Black card. How many black cards are there? 26 black cards are there. So 26 by 52. This already we have seen. Jack. How many jacks are there? In all the suites, we have 4 jacks. So 4 by 52 is this one, jack. The ace of spades. What does it mean? The ace of spade. The ace, that is the card number 1. 1 spade has 13 cards. Ace, only one will be there in spade. So 1 will be the favorable case. 52 is the total number of cases, 1 by 52. Now a queen. How many queens are there? In each suite, we have 4 queens. So we have 4 is the favorable case. 52 is the total number of events. So 4 by 52, 1 by 13 is the answer. Now a heart. How many hearts are there? Because heart is proper suite. So we have how many? 26. 26 in a heart. And 52 is the total number of cases. This is favorable cases. A red card. Again, 26 are red. In 52 cards, 26 are red, 26 are black. So 26 by 52. In a lottery of 50 tickets, number 1 to 50, one ticket is drawn. find the probability that the drawn ticket bears a prime number. So what we have to do here is 1 to 50 we have to write the numbers and pick up the prime numbers and just count them. That will be in the numerator, and 50 of course will be in the denominator. That is, the probability will be the number of favorable event divided by the number of total events. So 1 to 50 is there. So how many number of events are there? 50. And how about the prime numbers? If you write prime numbers between 1 and 50, these are the list, and the prime numbers are those numbers which are divided by 1 or themselves. That is, no other number except 1 and that number itself can divide it. So this is the list of number. If you count it, it is 15. So 15 is the favorable cases, and 15 is the favorable cases, and 50 is the total number of events. So this is the probability, which is going to be 3 by 10. 5 3s are 3 is 15, 5 10s are 50. An urn contained 18 red and 8 white balls. One ball is drawn at random. Find the probability that the ball drawn is white. So first of all, what is an urn? Urn is just like a box, you can say. In Hindi we call it as kalash. So a urn is a box, you can say, or anything which can keep these 10 red plus 8 white balls. One ball is drawn at random. So how many balls are there in total? The total number of events can be, means you can pick all 18, means any of these 18. So all the 18, if you pick, the total number of possible event is 1 by 1 you can pick 18. So 18 is the denominator, that is total number of event. How about the white balls? So probability of white, only 8 are white. So the probability, or you can say the number of favorable event, is only 8. So 8 by 18, which is 4 by 9, is our probability. This we have already seen. A bag contains 3 red balls, 5 black balls and 4 white balls. A ball is drawn at random from the bag. What is the probability that the ball drawn is white, red, black and not black? The idea or the logic remains the same as we just did in the previous discussion. So we have 3 red, 5 black and 4 white. So what in all we have? 3 plus 5 plus 4. So the total number is 12. 12 is the total number of events. For getting a white, how many whites are there? It is 4 whites. So 4 by 12 is the probability here, this one. Red, how many reds are there? 3. So 3 by 12 is the probability for this one. Black, how many blacks are there? 5. So 5 by 12. Favorable cases and total number of cases. So these are the probability. How about not black? So there are 2 ways in which you can do. First, you can just say that this is the probability of black, and probability of black and probability of not black, if you add them, it is going to be 1. So probability of not black is simply you subtract this number from 1, that is 1 minus 1 by 4, that is 3 by 4. This is 3 by 4. There is another way. If you are not taking black ball or not picking black ball, that means you are picking either red or white. So red and white, that is 7. And then 7 divided by this. This is the possibility of not black. So 3 plus 4 is 7 and 7 by 12. Now here you see, as I just said, that it is 7 by 12, which was not getting a black. And by this, what did we get? It was this was not 1 by 3. This was black. So we need to take the black. This is 5 by 12. So 1 minus 5 by 12. 12 minus 5 by 12. This is going to be 7 by 12. So either this way, that is you just take this one. I accidentally took this one, so I'm just changing my sentence. This is the actual probability of black, and then you just subtract it from 1. So you get 7 by 12. And in this similar case, you have add these two and divide by the total number of events, that is 3 plus 4, 7 by 12. Other probability also you can find out, black balls and red balls, white balls, like this. What is the probability that the number selected from the numbers 1 to 15 is a multiple of 4? So you just have to write the table of 4. That is 4 ones are 4, 4 twos are 8, 4 threes are 12, 4 fours are 16. But 16 will go up or higher than 15. So we will not take that. So from 1 to 15, we have these three are the favorable cases. So these are the favorable cases. So you just count them 1, 2, 3. And what is the count of the total number of cases? It is 15. So 3 by 15. That is, it is 1 by 5. 1 by 5 is the probability of selecting a multiple of 4. A bag contains 6 red, 8 black and 4 white balls. A ball is drawn at random. What is the probability that the ball drawn is white? So ball drawn is white is what? See. Or you can say white, or there is another way we can find out the solution. First, let us go with white and then we will try to find out not black. So what is the probability of getting a white? Here we have 6 red, 8 black and 4 white. That is 6 red, 8 black and 4. So in all we have 18 balls. So the number of you can say total number of events are 18. Now what is the number of favorable event? What is the favorable event? We want a white. How many whites are there? 4. So 4 by 18, that is 2 by 9 is the solution of getting a white. But if you are being asked that you want not black, so let us find out first black. How many blacks are there? So 8 blacks are there and total is 18. So 8 by 18 is 4 by 9. But you want not black. That means you just subtract this with 1. 1 minus 4 by 9. Because having and not having, if you add them, it is going to be 1. So you get 9 minus 4 by 9, that is 5 by 9. A bag contains 5 white balls and 7 red balls. That is 5 red and 7 red balls. 5 white, sorry. 5 white and 7 red balls. A ball is drawn at random. What is the probability that the ball drawn is white? So ball drawn is white means, first let us write the total number of events. This is 5 and this is 7. So it will be 12. 5 plus 7 is 12. In all we have 7 plus 5 ball, 12 balls. So this will be the total number of events. And we are talking about white. So how many whites are there? 5. 5 by 12 is the probability. Ticket number 1 to 20 are mixed up and ticket is drawn at random. So we have all the possible cases, that is 1 to 20. This is all mixed up. So we have the total number of events as 20. What is the probability that the ticket drawn has a number which is multiple of 3 or 7? So we have to find out the multiple of 3 in between 1 and 20 and multiple of 7 also in between 1 and 20. So 3 was a 3, 3 2 is a 6, 3 3 is a 9, 3 4 is a 12, 3 5 is a 15 and 3 6 is a 18, and then the next one will go above 20, so we will not take that. 7 1 is a 7, 7 2 is a 14, 7 3 is a 21, so it goes above. Anything common? No. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. 8 are our favorable events. So these are our favorable events. Just write it here, 8. It will be 4 2 is a 8, 4 5 is a 20. 2 by 5 is the probability. In a lottery, there are 10 prizes and 25 blanks. What is the probability of getting a prize? So the total number is 10 plus 25, which is the prize and blanks. You just add them together, that is 35. And what is the probability of getting a prize? Only 10 prizes are there, so 10 by 35 is the probability. That is 10 by 35. This is 35. So it is going to be 5 to the 10 and 5 7 is 35. So 2 by 7 is the answer. If the probability of winning a game is 0.3, what is the probability of losing it? So winning plus losing is equal to always 1. So if the winning is 0.3, what will be losing? Losing will be 1 minus 0.3, that is 0.7. This is how we have to write in examination and the assignments. A bag contains 5 black, 7 red and 3 white balls. That is 5 black, 7 red, 3 white balls. A bag contains this. Now a ball is drawn at random. Find the probability that the ball drawn is red. Let us start with red one. So how many total is this? Total is 5 plus 7 plus 3, that is 15. So 15 will always remain in the denominator because this is the total number of events. We are talking about red. How many reds are there? See, it is 7. So 7 by 15 is the probability of getting a red. How about black or white? So what is the probability of black? It is 5 by 15. And what is the probability of white? That is 3 by 15. So you just have to add them because it is OR. OR means adding. So it will be 8 by 15. Next is not black. So what is the probability of having black? It is 5 by, this is 5 black, so 5 by 15. Now not black is just simply subtract this from 1. It will be 3 minus 1 by 3, that is 2 by 3. 2 by 3 is the probability of getting not black. A bag contains 4 red, 3 black and 6 white balls. A ball is drawn from the bag at random. Find the probability of all these. So we have 4 red, 5 black and 6 white balls. In all, how many are there? You just have to add them and this is going to be 15. So 15 will come as denominator for this one. How many white means white probability? How many whites are there? 6. So 6 by 15 is this probability. Again 15. Red. How many reds are there? 4. So 4 by 15. Not black, I'll just do. Not black, let us do it first because then we'll go to red and white. Not black. Let us find out the black, which is 5. So 5 by 15 is the not black. But is the black. What is the not black? Just subtract it. 1 minus 5 by 15. We already did this in the previous one. 2 by 3. This will be 3 to the 6, 3 5 is 15, 2 by 5. This will be 4 by 15, so it is not going to be solved. The not being simplified, it will be like this only. Then red or white? What is red or white? Red is what? 4. So 4 by 15 plus white is, red and white we already found out. It is 6 by 15. So it is going to be 10 by 15, which is 2 by 3 all. Both the cases will be 2 by 3. This 2 by 3, this 2 by 3. One card is drawn from a well shuffled deck of 52 cards. Find the probability of getting a king of red suite. So we know that in a 52 deck of cards, we have 26 black and 26 red. So we have different suites of 13, 13, 13 and 13 cards. So ace, heart, club, spade, these are the names. Every suite will have 1 to 10 numbers and a king, jack and queen. All of them will have. So a king of red suite. So red suite is, how many reds are there? 26. So total number will always be 52. So we'll divide always by 52. So the total number of possible events are 52. But we are trying to find out a king of red suite. So we have red as 26 numbers. And how many kings are there? There are 2 kings. So we have 2 by 2 is the favorable case. 52 is the total case. 1 by 26. A face card. What is the face card? Face card is king, jack, queen, because the faces are shown here. So how many are there? These are 3. 3 will be here, 3 will be here, 3 will be here. So 3 4s are 12. 12 will be the favorable cases. So this will be 12 by 52. You just need to simplify it. A red face card. Again, you are coming to red now. This red will have 1 means 2 suites, and 2 suites will have again king, jack, queen. So 3 from here, 3 from here. So 3 and 3 are 6. So 6 by 52. A queen of black suite. How many blacks are there? 26. How many queens are there? 1, 2. 1, 2. From here and from here, because we are trying to find out from black. So 2 by 52. A jack of hearts. So a heart will be one sweet. Say this is heart. So heart will be one sweet and only one jack will be there. So 1 by 52. A spade. So how many spades are there? Because spade is a sweet. 13 spades are there. 13 by 52. And this is how you have to write and do it. This is how the whole thing has to be done. Now a jack of hearts and a spades. This already we have done, yes. 5 cards, 10, jack, queen, king and an ace of diamonds. They are shuffled face downwards. One card is picked at random. So we have a 10 number, then jack, then queen, then king and an ace or 1 you can say. Ace of diamonds. So these are all of one suite, that is diamonds. One card is picked at random. What is the probability that the card is queen? So we have only one queen. And how many cards are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1 by 5 is the probability of getting this. If a king is drawn first and put aside, that is, king is taken and put aside. It is just put aside. So how many cards are left? 4 cards. What is the probability that the second card picked up is an ace? So how many aces are there? 1. So 1 by 4. And then what is the probability of getting a king? See, king has already been taken out. So it is not there. See, only the possibilities are the 10, jack, queen and ace. There is no king. So for the king, the probability will be 0. 0 by 4. That is 0 only. So 1 by 4, 1 by 5, 1 by 4 and 0 will be the answer. A bag contains 3 red balls and 5 black balls. That is 3 red plus 5 black balls. A ball is drawn at random from the bag. What is the probability that the ball drawn is red and black? So simply what you have to do here is just total them. This is going to be always the denominator for both the cases. So 5 plus 3 is 8. So let me write 8. Again 5 plus 3 is 8. For first one, red. How many reds are there? 3. So 3 by 8 is the probability of getting a red. How many black are there? 5. So 5 by 8 is the probability of getting a black. So 3 by 8 and 5 by 8. A game of chance consists of spinning a row which is equally likely to come to rest pointing to one of the numbers. So we have a spinner here on 1 to 12 number is written here. Say 1 to 12. All these numbers are here. Since 6 is here somewhere. What is the probability of getting 10? That is, the pointer points to 10, say here. How many numbers are there? 12. So the total numbers are 12. So always you will have 12 as the denominator. And getting a 10, only one 10 is there. So 1 by 12. An odd number. How many odd numbers are there? Let us see. How many odd numbers are there? 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. Just count it. This is 6. So we have 6 as the count of odd numbers. And what is the total number? That is total number of possible cases 1 to 12. 6 by 12, that is half is the answer here. A number which is multiple of 3. So just write the table of 3 in between 1 to 12. So 3, 6, 9, 12. These are all the possibilities. So we have 4 favorable cases and of course 12 is the total number of cases. It will be 1 by 3. An even number. Let us count. How many even numbers are there first of all? First of all, we'll write and count. So these are the even numbers and count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 6 count of even numbers are 6 and 12 is of course our total number of cases. This is favorable cases. So again, this will be half. In a class, there are 18 girls and 16 boys. That is 18 girls and 16 boys. So in all, how many are there? 18 plus 16. This is 34. A class teacher wants to choose a pupil for class monitor. What she does, she writes the name of each pupil on a card and puts them into the basket, like this is a basket, and mix them thoroughly. A child is asked to pick one of the card. What is the probability that the name written on the card is the name of a girl. So the girl, how many girls are there? 18. So 18 by 34. 18 is favorable cases, 34 are the possible cases. How about name of boy? How many boys are there? 16. And how this is the favorable case. And what about the total number of cases? It is 34. So 18 by 34, that is 9 by 17. We are simplifying it. And 16 by 34, that is 8 by 17 is the solution. Why is tossing a coin considered to be a fair way of deciding which team should choose ends in a game of a cricket? So here, if you see, a coin can either be head or it can be tail. There are only one possibility, two possibilities. One side is head, one side is tail. So how many, when you toss a coin, how many number of events can occur? Head and tail, that is 2. 2 is the total number of cases. But how many times H can come? It can come only one time. Again, if you toss a coin, head or tail both can come. But what is the probability of getting tail? Because head and tail, this is the sample space of this event. So head can come only one time. So 1, this is 1 divided by this 2. And tail again, only one tail divided by these possible cases 2. So half is 50%. They both are 50%. That is why when the 50% possibility is there, it is the best way to decide who is going to do what, who is going to win or lose. The toss means change, who is going to face bowling or take the cricket bat and play. So this is how you are going to write it. What is the probability that a number selected at random from the number, this is the list, will be their average? That is, what is the average? First of all, we need to find out the average. So just add all of them and divide by the count of the number. So how many numbers are there? If you count them, these are 10 numbers. So if you add them, just total them, just add them and divide by the total numbers. That is sum of numbers divided by total number. The total number, the count of the number is 10, and when you add them, it is going to come 30. So 30 by 10, that is 30 by 10 is 3. Average of the numbers are 3, is 3 actually. So now we are selecting the numbers and 3 should come. So what are the favorable cases? How many 3s are there? 3. 3 3s are there. And how many numbers are there? Again, the count is 10. So 3 by 10 is the probability of getting the average, which is actually 3. We got the average first and then we found out the probability. There are 30 cards of same size in a bag on which 1 to 30 are written. So 1 to 30 are written. So there are 30 cards. That means we will have the total number of cases of possible outcomes are 30. One card is taken out of the bag at random. So one can be taken from these 30. Find the probability that the number on the selected card is not divisible by 3. So how to find this? See, not divisible is always challenging. So the best way is to find out the count of the numbers which are divisible by 3, or you can say the probability of divisible by 3. So we can always subtract this probability by 1 so that we get not divisible by 3. Let us just read the table of 3. That is the table of 3, 3 1s are 3, 3 to the 6, like this up till 30. And then count, okay, this has to be between 1 and 30. So these are the numbers only between 1 and 30. Now all these numbers, how many counts are there? You just have to count. So these are 10 numbers. So 10 are the possible outcomes, 10 are the favorable outcomes, and 30 is the possible outcomes, which are the 30 cards. So 30 by 10, that is 1 by 3, is the probability of getting a number divisible by 3. But we need to find not divisible by 3. So we know that getting and not getting, if you add, you get 1. That is probability of having it and not having it. If you add them, it is going to come 1. How to get the not if divisible by 3 is there? So just subtract this by 1. So you get 2 by 3. This is the probability of the selected card which is not be divisible by 3. A bag contains 5 red, 8 white and 7 black balls. A ball is drawn at random from the bag. Find the probability that the drawn ball is red or white. So red is R, that is 5, white is 8. So red is 5, white is 8, 5 plus 8. And what is these are the favorable cases for the first part of this question. Favorable cases are 5 plus 8. And what are the total cases? If you just add them, 8 plus 7 is 15, 15 plus 5 is 20. So 5 plus 8 by 20, that is 13 by 20 will be the red or white. Not black. As I just suggested, that in order to find this not black, let us find out the black. How many blacks are there? 7. So 7, how many possible outcomes are there? It's 20. 7 by 20 is the black. This is the probability of getting a black. How to find out that not black? You just subtract it from 1. 1 minus 7 by 20, which is going to be 13 by 20. Now let us come to white or black. So find out the probability of white and black. What is the white and what is the black? If you add them, it is going to be 15. So white or black probability is given by the total number of white and black divided by the total number of the cards, that is here in case 20. So this is 3 by 2, 2 by 3. But 2 by 3 is the probability of white or black. But we have to find neither nor. So just subtract this by this number. 1 minus this is 2, 15. 15 by 20, that is 3 by 4. 3 5 is a 15, 4, 3 5 is a 5, 3 is a 15, 5 4 is a 20. 1 minus 3 by 4 is 1 by 4. So 1 by 4 is the probability of neither white nor black. Find the probability that a number selected from the number 1 to 25. So here we see that the denominator is known for a probability. 1 to 25, that is the total number of possible outcomes, is 25. Is not a prime number when each of the given numbers is equally likely to be selected. So equally likely, we don't want a prime. So let us find out the prime numbers. Find out the probability of having a prime number. And then we will subtract it by 1 to get not a prime. That is, how many primes are there? Just start from 1. 1 is not a prime. 2 is a prime. 2, 3, 5, 7 till 23. So these are the numbers. Prime numbers are those numbers which are divided by themselves or 1. There is no other number which can divide them. So all these are the list of this set is the list of the number which are prime numbers between 1 and 25. So just count them. How many are there? 9 are there. So 9 are the favorable cases and 25 are the total cases. So 9 by 25 is the probability of getting a prime number. But we are being asked about not a prime number. So we have to subtract this by 1. 1 minus 9 by 25, which is 16 by 25 is the probability. A bag contains 8 red, 6 white and 4 black balls. A ball is drawn at a random from the bag. Find the probability that the drawn ball is red or white. So red or white. So red and white, or means this, or means plus. So just add the numbers of 8 red and white, that is 8 plus 6, 14 by what will be the total one? 8 plus 6 plus 4, that is 18. So 14 by 18 is the probability of red or white, which is going to be 7 by 9 if you just simplify it. Not black. Again, let us come to the black one. First find out the black one. How many blacks are there? 4. So 4 is the probability of getting a black, that is the favorable cases are 4. And how about the total number of cases, which are 18? 4 by 18 that is 2 by 9. This is 2 is a 9, 2 9 is 18. 2 by 9 is probability of getting a black. But we are being asked about not black. So we have to subtract it by 1. 1 minus 2 by 9, which is going to be 7 by 9, is the probability of not getting a black. Now neither white nor black. So let us see white and black. How many whites are there? Black are there? Nor, that is, here we have, or we also have a or. So we will add them. 6 plus 4, that is white and black. 6 plus 4 is 10. Total is, of course, every time we are using 18. So 10 by 18. If you just simplify it, it will be 2 5 is 18, 2 9 is 18. 2 9 is 18, 2 5 is 18, yeah. 5 by 9 is the probability. But we are interested in what? Neither nor. So we have this is the probability of having white or black, but we are interested in neither and nor. So we just have to subtract it by 1. This will be 9 minus 5 by 9 minus 5 by 9, that is 4 by 9. This is going to be the answer. Find the probability that the number selected at random from the number 1 to 35 is a prime number, multiple of 7, multiple of 3 or 5. So let us start by prime numbers. So the best way is to what? Find out the numbers which are prime. Prime numbers are those which are divided by themselves or 1. No other can divide them. So let us have a list of all those prime number between 1 and 35. And this you count, if you count, it is going to come as 11. But how many numbers are there? 35. So 35 is the total number of outcomes, possible outcomes, and 11 is the total number of favorable outcomes. That is 11. 11 by 35 is a prime number. The multiple of 7, just follow the table of 7 between 1 and 35. So if you just take 7 ones are 7, 7 2s are 14, 7 3s are 21, 7 4s are 28, 7 5s are 35. So here we have a table of 5, but this is between 1 and 35. You count this number. How many numbers are there? It is going to be 5. So total number, the favorable to us is 5. And how many numbers? Of course, 35 is the total number of possibilities. So 5 by 35, this is going to be 1 by 7 is the probability of getting multiple of 5. How about multiple of 3 or 5? So let us take table of 3, let us take table of 5 and just write them and take the common one, like 3 1s are 3, 3 2s are 6, 3 5s are 3 3s are 9, 3 4s are 12, 3 5s are 15 and 18, 21, and it goes up to 21, then 24, 27, then 27 and 30 and 33 and 36 will go out, so we stick around here. This is 33. Now let us compute the 5 tables. So 5 1s are 5, 5 2s are 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, bus. This is enough, right? So let us take the common number. So we'll write 30 only one time, and that is 30. Let me write it here. 15 also one time. Is there any other number which is common to these table? No. Now we'll write all the numbers like 3, 6, 9, 12, all these. 15 will write only one time. See here only we have written one time, and this 30 will also write one time. Otherwise all the numbers will write here. So how many numbers are there? Count this. This is going to be 16. So 16 is the multiple of 3 or 5. We have added these two. That is why we have taken only one of these and combined these in one set. It will be 16 number in all, and of course we have 35 as the total possible outcomes. 16 by 35 is the probability of multiple of 3 or 5. From a pack of 52 playing cards, Jack, Queen, Kings and Aces of red color are removed. So we have 52 cards, 26 red, 26 black. So Jack, Queens and Kings and Aces, so there is S. So multiple number of Jacks, multiple number of Queens have been taken off. So we have in this 26 we have 13 as one suite, 13 as other suite. We know we have the 4 suites are the diamond, club, spade, like this, and hearts. So now this 13, 4 has been taken off. 4 has been taken off. It has been from red. It has been removed. So only what is remaining here? 13 minus 4 is 9. 13 minus 4 is 9. So we have the card is the total number of cards are 9 plus 9 plus 26. Okay, did you get it? 9 plus 9 plus 26, that is 18. 26 plus 18. How much is this? 4 and 44. 44 cards in all we have. You can do it by this way also. See, 52 cards are there, and Jack, Queens and Kings and Aces. So 2 Jacks from here, 1 Jack from here, 1 Jack from here, 2 Queens, 2 Kings and 2 Aces. So you can just subtract 52, this 2 from 52. So same thing is going to come. 44 is going to come. So the same way, these are the two ways to understand this. Now 44 is the total number of possibility we have. In all the cases, we are going to take the denominator as 44. Now first is a black queen. Black queen. We are not interested here. So black, of course, we will have 2 suites here. One queen will be here, one queen will be here. But in all, we have just 44 cards. So 2 by 44. A red card. See, in red card, we have 13 minus 4, 13 minus 4. That is only 18 cards are there. Right? Only 18 cards are there. So 18 cards are there. And total number of cards are 44. So 88 by 44. You can also see like this. 26 card is there. 4 from here, 4 from here. That is 26 minus 8 cards are the red cards. Because 8 cards have been removed. Because they were Jack, Queen, Kings and Aces. So 26 minus 8, that is 18, is the favorable cases. 44 is the total number of cases. How about a black Jack? Now you have a black, because 26 cards are there, and there will be one Jack. One here, one here. So we have two Jacks. One from this suite, black suite, and one from this suite. So 2 is the possibility, the favorable cases, and 44 we have the total cards. So 2 by 44 is the probability. A picture card. Picture card are the cards where picture is being shown on that card, that is Jack, Queen and Kings. These are the picture cards. So we have, see, 3 cards here, 3 cards here which has been taken off. So we will not have this one. We will have picture cards here, that is 3 from here, 3 from here. These are already been removed, so we don't have face cards from red. We'll have only 3 cards from one suite of black and 3 cards from one suite of black, that is Jack, Queen and King here, and Jack, Queen and King here. That is 3 plus 3 is 6. 6 is the favorable cases, 44 is the total number of cases. 6 by 44, that is 3 by 22 is going to be our probability. A bag contains lemon flavored candies only. Malini takes out one candy without looking into the bag. What is the probability that she takes out a orange flavored candy? When you only have lemon, that is, an orange is not there. How can you find an orange? So this probability is 0. You will not find orange candy in a bag which is filled of lemon candy. What is the probability of a lemon flavored candy? So all the box has is lemon flavored candy. When you have a lemon flavored candy, you can only get a lemon flavored candy from there always, even if you pick any of the candy, because there is only lemon flavored candies. So the probability is 1. So this is called the sure event and this is called the impossible event. So this is the discussion solution you have to write in your exam or assignment like this, exactly like this. It is given that in a group of 3 students, the probability of 2 students not having the same birthday is 0.992. What is the probability that 2 students have the same birthday? So we are already provided the probability of having not. So not plus yes. No plus yes is always 1. That is the probability of, you can say the event here is the event of 2 students or people having same birthday in this class is going to be 0.992 event. But the 2 students not having the same birthday, we just write it using E, that is the event with a bar. So when you add them, it is going to be 1. But 1 probability of having is given, so not having will be just subtract this number from 1. That is, you have to take this on this side, which is 0.992, and 0.992 is 0.008. A bag contains 3 red and 5 black balls. A ball is drawn at random from the bag. What is the probability that the ball drawn is red, not red? Red. That is, 3 possibilities are there. 3 favorable cases are there. And what is the total number of cases? 5 plus 3, that is 8. 3 by 8 is the probability of getting a red because 3 is there. So only 3 can come. And total number of balls are 3 plus 5. How about not red? So not red, just subtract this having red with 1. It is going to be 5 by 8. So this is how you have to understand. This is how we go. But the way you write it is the way it is being shown in the solution here. A box contains 5 red marbles, 8 white marbles and 4 green marbles. 1 marble is taken out of the box at random. What is the probability that the marble taken out will be red, not green? So red is 5, so 5 is there. Total is what? 5 plus 8 plus 9, that is 12 plus 5, 17. 5 by 17 is the probability of getting a red, right? Now, what is the not green? So, let us find out the green. Subtract it by 1. Green is what? 4. Total is 17. Having a green is 4 by 17. Not having a green is 1 minus 4 by 17, which is going to be 13 by 17. A lot consists of 144 ballpoint pen, of which 20 are defective. So we have 20 are defective and others are good. So 20 are defective and good are, just subtract 20 from here. 1, 2, 4. 125 are good. These are defective and these are good ones. Noori will buy a pen if it is good, but will not buy if it is defective. The shopkeeper draws one pen at random and give it to her. What is the probability that she will buy it? She will buy it, that is, it has to be a good one. Okay, so how many goods are there? 124. 124 are good. And how many total are there? 144. So the probability she is going to buy is 124 by 144. She will not buy it, that is, the shopkeeper draws a defective one. And how many defectives are there? 20. 20 is defective. How many full numbers are there? 144 pens are there. 20 by 144 is the probability of that she is not going to buy. And if you just simplify it, 124 by 144 is going to be 31 by 36. And this second one is 5 by 36. If you just simplify this 20 by 144. The other way is she will not buy it. Just subtract this number from 1. You will get the same number here. That is 1 minus 31 by 36. That is, if you subtract this from 1, it is going to give you the second answer. That is she is not going to buy it. 12 defective pens are accidentally mixed with 132 good pens. So 132 are good and 12 are defective. It is not possible to just look at a pen and tell whether or not it is defective. One pen is taken out at random from this lot. Determine the probability that the pen taken out is a good one. How many goods are there? 132. How many total numbers are there? 132 plus 12, which is going to be 144. 132 by 144 is the probability of getting a good one. So this is how you are going to write. It is going to be 11 by 20, 11 by 12 if you want to just simplify it. 5 cards, the 10, Jack, Queen, King and Ace of Diamonds. These are well shuffled with their face downwards. One card is then picked at random. That is, we have just 5 cards. So we have 5 as the base or denominator, or you can say total number of outcomes. And these are of a suite which is called diamond. 13 cards are there in diamond. So these 5 cards we are talking about. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One card is then picked up. What is the probability that the card is going to be queen? So how many card queen is there in 5? 1. So 1 is queen. 5 is the total number of cards. 1 by 5 is the probability of getting a queen. If queen is drawn and put aside, what is the probability that the second card pick up? So before we go to this question, see, these 5 cards already one queen has been taken out. So only 4 cards are remaining. So for these, we have a denominator as 4. First of all, you need to understand that one card from these 5 lot, queen has been taken out. Now we have to find the probability of getting an ace. How many aces are there? This has already been taken out. So in these 4 cards, 1 is ace, so 1 by 4. How many queens are there? There is no queen. So 0 queen. So the probability is 0 here for a queen. This is how you are going to write this. Harpreet tosses 2 different coins simultaneously, say a 1 rupee coin and a other of rupees 2. What is the probability that he gets at least one head? At least one head. So first of all, you have to make the combination. So head, tail, head, tail, head, head, tail, tail. So these are the 4 possible cases. These are 4 possible cases. You can also say that because 2 outcomes can come, head and tail. How many coins are there? 2. 2 to the power 2 is 4. So this is how you can compute also. So 4 possible outputs are there. So we just say 4 is the denominator. That is all the possibilities here. Now at least one head. Let us find out. Here we have 2 head we can take. Here 1 head we can take. 1 head we can take. So 1 head, 1 head, 1 head. That is this count is 3. So having at least one head is 3. So 3 by 4 is the probability of getting at least one head. Card marked with the number 13 to 60 are placed in a box and mixed thoroughly. That is 13 to 60. So you have to count how many numbers are there. 13 to 60. One card is drawn at random from the box. Find the probability that the number on the card drawn is divisible by 5. So you have to write the table of 5 between 13 and 60. Please understand, you have to write numbers between 13 and 60. Right? With these 2 numbers, of course, inclusive. A number is a perfect square. Now you have to write the perfect square. Like you cannot write 4. 2 square is 4. You cannot write 3 3s are 9 or 4 4s are 16. Yes, 4 4s are 16 you can write. 4 or 9 you can not write, but 16. 4 4s are 16, 5 5s are 25, 6 6 is 36, 7 7 is 49, and 8 8 is it goes up. It is a 64. So you cannot write this. You can just write this. So the number is a perfect square is 4. This count is 4. 1 2 3 4. How many numbers are there? From 13 to 60, you just subtract 12. So you get from 60 minus 12 is 12. 16 minus 12 is 48. So you have 4 favorable cases and 48 as the total number of cases, which is going to be 1 by 16. Let us come to divisible by 5. So you just write the table from 13 onwards. So it will be 15. You cannot write 5 or 10. You have to start from 15 because the numbers are from 13 to 60. And you have to stop at 60 because you know the table of 5 generally we learn up to 10, but it has to go up to 60. Count the number of elements here. It will be 10. The total number of possible cases are 10, or favorable cases are 10. I'm so sorry. Favorable cases are 10, and total number of possible outcomes are, of course, 48. From 13 to 60, how many numbers are there? It is 48. So 10 by 48 is going to be 5 by 24. A bag contains tickets from 11 to 30. So how many numbers are there? Just subtract 10 from here. So you have in all 20. In all 20. So 20 will always be the denominator in both the cases. So 20 is the total number of possible outcomes. A ticket is drawn out from the bag at random. Find the probability that the number on the drawn ticket is a multiple of 7. So what you have to do here is just write the table of 7 and the numbers which are between 11 and 30. So multiple of 7 is 14, 21, 28, and please understand that these numbers are actually between 11 and 30. So 14, 21, 28, these are 3 count. So 3 is the total number of favorable cases. And how many number of we count between or in 11 and 30? This is going to be our possible outcomes. So 30 by 20 is the number which is probability of multiple of 5. Now, is greater than 15 and a multiple of 5. So it has to be greater than 5 and a multiple of 5. So greater than of 15. 15 above 15 is 20, then 25, and 30, and 35. No, it is going not to come, and 15 will also not come. It has to be greater than 50. So 20, 25, 30, count are 3, and when the count is 3 and total possible outcomes are 20, 3 by 20 is the answer here. Fill in the blanks. Probability of a sure event is, it is 1. Probability of an impossible event, that is an event which is not going to happen, is 0. The probability of an event other than sure and impossible event, if the range is 1 and 0, that is sure is 1 and impossible is 0, so it is between 1 and 0 or 0 or 1. Every elementary event associated to a random experiment has. Now here you can say equal, because elementary event at random experiment all has equal probability. Probability of an event plus probability event not is happening, not happening. If you add them, it is going to be 1. This is how we write it. Sum of the probabilities of each outcome in an experiment is, when you add all the outcomes, it is going to be 1. Examine each of the following statement and comment. If 2 coins are tossed at the same time, there are 3 possible outcomes: 2 head, 2 tails, or 1 of each. Therefore, each outcome, the probability of occurrence is 1 by 3. A coin, any coin can give you head or tail. So when you toss 2 coins, the possibility is head, tail, head, tail, head, 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 tail, tail. So these are the 4 possibilities. The sample space is showing that these are 4 possible outcomes. So each outcome, the probability is 1 by 4. So this is incorrect. Then if a die is thrown, and also the 3 possible outcome, 2 head, 2 tails, 1 of each, here our question fails. So that is how we have to give the sample space like this, and then show that the probability of occurrence of each event is this one. And when we say that 2 head, it is 1 by 4. Then 2 tail, 1 by 4. 1 head, 1 tail. 1 head, 1 tail will be this one. Means count is 2. So 2 by 4. So 1 by 2 is the probability of one head, one tail. It's not going to be 1 by 3. If a die is thrown once, there are two possible outcomes, an odd number and an even number. Therefore, the probability of obtaining an odd number is half and the probability of obtaining an even number is half. This is absolutely correct. Why? Because, let me show you this. A die, when it is being thrown, the possible outcomes are from 1 to 6. That is, 1 to 6 it can come. So, the even numbers are what? 1, this 2, 1 means count is 1, 2 and 3. That is 2, 4 and 6. Count is 3. So, 3 and total number of possibilities are 6. 3 by 6 is the probability of even numbers coming. When you talk about odd, 1, 3 and 5 are the odd numbers. So, the count is 3 again. And the total number of possible outcomes are 6. So, in both the cases it is half and half. So, this statement becomes true. A box contains 100 red cards, 200 yellow cards and 50 blue cards. If a card is drawn at random from the box, then find the probability that it will be a blue card. So, how many blue cards are there? 50. 50. How many total cards are there? 100 plus 200 plus 50. That is 300 cards are there. 350 cards are there. 300, 200 plus 100 is 300 and 350. So, 50 by 350, that is 1 by 7 is the probability of getting a blue card. This is the first one. Not a yellow card. So, let us find out for yellow then. Then we'll subtract it from 1. Yellow is 200. So, 200 is the favorable case for yellow. And how about the total one? 350. So, it is going to be, you can just, take 5 for the 20, 50, 7s are 350. 4 by 7 is the probability of getting a yellow card. But we have to find out for not a yellow card. We just subtract it from 1. It is going to be 3 by 7. Neither yellow nor a blue card. So let us find out for yellow and blue and then we'll subtract it with 1. Yellow is what? 200. Blue is what? 50. So 250 divided by 300, that is 250 by 300 is the probability of yellow and blue card, which is going to be, again we'll use 5 here. This is 350. So by 7 and this is 5 for 50, 54 and this is going to be 6, 5. So 5 by 7 is the probability of yellow and blue card. But what is the probability of neither and nor? We just have to subtract it from 1. It is going to be 2 by 7. This is the probability. The faces of red cube and yellow cube are numbered 1 to 6. So it doesn't matter it is red or yellow. It is a cube. It is going to give us the options or the sample space we have already discussed. We'll discuss again. Both cubes are being rolled. What is the probability that the top face of each cube will have the same number? So we have one cube, another cube, 1 to 6 numbers are here, 1 to 6 numbers are here, 1 to 6, 1 to 6 here also. So what is the sample space? If 1 comes here, 1 to 6 possibilities are from the second die. That is 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5, 1, 6. So similarly, if 2 comes, then 2, 1 to 2, 6. Then if you go to 6, 6, 1 to 6, 6. So these are all the sample space. So in all, we have 6 into 6, that is 36 is the sample space. So the total number of possible outcomes are 36. Now let us talk about the same number. So if you see, if I make a diagonal here, these are all the numbers which are similar, means they are same. So count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 are the favorable outcomes. 6 by 36 is 1 by 6. The probability of selecting a green marble at random from a jar that contains only green, white and yellow marble is 1 by 4. The probability of selecting a white marble at random of the same jar is 1 by 3. If this jar contains 10 yellow marbles, what is the total number of marbles in the jar? So how do we do it? First of all, we assume that the number of green marbles are x, number of white marbles are y. So number of yellow marbles are 10. So when we add all these, this is going to be the total number of cases. So 10 plus y plus x are the total number of possible outcomes. Now it is given that the white and yellow, this only green, white, yellow marble is 1 by 4. So we have 1 by 4 is the probability of getting the green marble. Getting a green marble is 1 by 4. What is green marble? It is x. So x divided by the total one is the probability, and which is going to be equal to 1 by 4. So we have an equation here. Then the second thing is given as 1 by 3, which is the white marble. What is the white marble? Y. So y by x plus y plus 10 is 1 by 3. Again we get an equation. We need to solve these two equations. We get y equal to 8. Put it in any of this equation, you get x equal to 6. So now x is going to be 6. Green marbles are 6. White marbles, that is the y, is 8, and number of yellow marbles are of course 10. And if you want to find out total number of them, x plus y plus 10, 6 plus 6, 8 plus 10, that is going to be 24. A lot of 20 bulbs contain 4 defective ones. One bulb is drawn at random from a lot. What is the probability that this bulb is defective? So here we have 20 bulbs that contains 4 defectives. So 20 are total number of bulbs. So possible outcomes are 20. 4 are defective. So if we just subtract, 4 are defective, we subtract, that is 16 are good, these are good, and 4 are bad. What is the probability of bulb being defective? So how many defectives are there? It is bad are 4. So 4 by 20. 4 by 20 is the probability. 1 by 5 actually. Suppose the bulb drawn is not defective and not being replaced. So in 20, one of them has been taken. So now the sample space, or you can say number of possible outcomes, become 90. You have taken one out. Now bulb is drawn at random from the rest. That is, you are taking out one from this 19. But one has already been drawn. It is not defective. It is not defective. That means it has been taken from these good ones. So now we have 15 as a remaining bulb because one has been taken, and the getting defective is because 16 was there, one has already been taken, so 15 are only left. So 15 by 19 is the probability of getting a not defective. A box contains 90 discs which are numbered from 1 to 90. If one disc is drawn at random from the box, what is the probability that it bears 2-digit number? So 2-digit numbers start from 10. So 10 to 90. How many numbers are there? Count just. And we have the denominator, that is the total number of outcomes is 90. Favorable outcomes are from 10 to 90, which are 81 numbers. So 81 by 90 is the probability, which is going to be 9 by 10. 9 9s are 81, 9 10s are 90. A perfect square. So we have to find the number between 1 to 90 which are perfect squares. So 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, 26, this is 36. 49, 64, 81, these are the perfect square between 1 and 90. Count these numbers, these are 9. So 9 is the total number of favorable outcomes, and total number of outcomes we just saw it to be 90. It is already given in the question. So it will be 1 by 10. A number divisible by 5. So you just have to write the table of 5. Write 5 till 90. You have to include 90. And count how many numbers are there. There are 18. So 18 are our favorable outcomes. And how many numbers are there? 90 of course. So 80 by 90, which is going to be 1 by 5. This is the probability of not getting number not divisible by 5. 2 die, 1 blue, 1 green, 1 they are thrown at the same time. Complete the following table. So I'll give you an idea about how to fill this or trick how to fill this table directly. See, getting a 2, sum of die means 1 die and 2 die they are thrown. When do you get sum as 2? Here we have 1 1. And how many possible outcomes are there? 6 into 6, 36. We just have one entry which you add is going to be 2. 1 plus 1 is 2. So you get 1 by 36 as the probability. 3. How many numbers are there which are coming which adds up to 3? This is the line. 2 1 and 1 2 are going to be 1 plus 2 is 3 and 2 plus 1 is 3. So there are only 2 numbers. So 2 is the possible, the favorable outcome, and 36 are the possible outcomes. 2 is the favorable, so 2 by 36. So I'll just write it. See, if I want 4, I have to go to this line. 1 2 3. 3 are the favorable outcomes, 36 is the possible outcomes. Then 5, this line. Again 4 by 36. Then getting a 6. How many are there? It is 5 by 36. Then we have 7. So this is the line. How many are there? 6 by 36. Now it is increasing. Now it will gradually decrease, as you see here. We need to find 8. So this is the line. How many are there? 5 by 36. So likewise here, getting a 9, it is going to be 4 by 36. Getting a 10, it is going to be 3 by 36. Getting an 11, that is 2 by 36. And getting a 12, this one, only 1, so 1 by 36. This is the probability. From the above table, student argues that there are 11 possible outcomes, that is 2, 3, 4, all these till 12. Therefore, each of them has a probability of 1 by 11. Do you agree with this argument? Yes, we do agree. Because there are 11 possible outcomes, any of these can come, any of this will come, may come. So we have 11 events and probability of getting one event, because they are all equally likely. So 1 by 11 is the probability. So we agree with this argument. So this is how we solve this. A bag contains 6 red and some blue balls. So 6 red, some blue balls. We don't know how many blue balls are there. If the probability of drawing a blue ball from the bag is twice that of red ball, that is, if we take red ball probability is as x, then the probability of blue ball will be 2x. Find the number of blue balls in the bag. But let us see the probability first. Probability of getting, first of all, we will find the probability of blue ball. Blue ball is what? How many? We have taken blue balls as x. Say this is x. So x divided by 6 plus x is the probability of getting blue ball. And what is the probability of getting red ball? 6 are the favorable cases and x plus 6 will be the total cases. But the question says that it is twice. So the blue ball is, the probability of this is twice that of the red ball. So when we just solve this, we get x equal to 12. So the number of blue balls are 12. A king, queen and jack of clubs, they are removed from deck of 52 cards. So how many are, what we have removed here? A king, a queen and a jack of clubs are removed from a deck of 52 playing cards. And the remaining cards are shuffled. A card is drawn from the remaining cards. Find the probability of getting a card of heart, queen, clubs. See, 3 cards are being taken off from 52. So 52 minus 3, we have the resultant card. So we just have now 49 cards. So 49 card is our possible, you can say all possible outcomes. Now heart, how many hearts are there? You know, one sweet, heart is one sweet. So 13 cards are there. So 13 by 49 is the probability of getting heart. How about queen? See, every sweet, 13, 13, 13, 13, every sweet has one queen. So queen, 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 queen. But one queen has already been taken out. So we just remove this. So only 3 queens are there. 3 queens and 49 is the overall, possible outcome. So 3 by 49 is the probability of getting a queen. How about the clubs? How many clubs are there? Because the king, queen and jack of clubs are being removed. These are being removed. So let us assume that this is club. One queen is removed, one king is removed and jack is removed. So 13 minus 3. We have 10 resultant clubs. So possible cases are 10 and total number of cases are 49. 10 by 49 is the probability. This is the answer. Next is 2 die are thrown simultaneously. What is the probability of these 3? First of all, let us see that this is the possible outcome. One die will give you 1 to 6, other die will give you 1 to 6. So all the possible combination are these. These are 6 into 6, that is 36 combination. So 36 combination are there. Then we are saying that 5 will not come up on either of them. So 5 is coming here, this column and this row. So how many of them are there? Just count them. These are 6, these are 6, 6, 6, 12. But 6, 6, 12, 1 is repeated. So we have 6 plus 6, 12 as I said. And you can just say it is going to be 13 of them. This is 11 of them. 6 plus 6 is 12. 6 plus 6 is 12. But we just have 5 repeated. So we have to subtract 1. So 11 by 36 is the probability of getting a 5. What is the probability of not getting a 5? It is going to be 1 by 11 by 30. 1 minus 11 by 30. That is going to be 25 by 36. So this is how we get 25 by 36. Right? You can also count other than this, you discount all these, this all will be 25. So you can directly do 25 and 36. Next is 5 will come up on at least one of them. So again, same thing, same discussion. Here we have 5, this row and this column. So we have 6 in this column, 6 in this row, but 5 is calculated twice. So 6 plus 6 is 12 minus 1, that is going to be 11. 11 is the total number of favorable outcomes and 36 is the possible outcome. So 11 by 36, 5 will come up in at least one. 5 will come up at both dice. So only one possibility is there, this one. So 1 by 36. 1 is the favorable case and 36 is the possible cases. A number is selected at random from first 50 natural numbers. Find the probability that it is multiple of 3 and 4. So we'll do what? We'll just say a table of 3 and 4 and we'll combine those numbers. So better idea is to multiply 3 and 4, 12, and take the table of 12. So 12, 24, 36, 48. These are the number between 1 and 50, first natural numbers. So 12, how many numbers are there? Count this. These are 4. 4 is the favorable outcomes and 50 is the possible number of outcomes. So these were the question and answer of this topic. Thank you so much. Take care of yourself.